Alex Campbell.
And I'm Mark Palmer.
And you're watching Dissecting Vikings. So I've always kind of encouraged and applauded slow-moving, character-driven dramas. And I think I would be perfectly fine with the pace of this season if I wasn't aware of the fact that it is the last season. And I mean, like, episode 7 is a funeral for Lagertha. It doesn't progress the narrative or move any of the characters forward other than Bjorn into like a downtrodden slum.
Apart from the little bit with Vitsak, there's like the leprosy.
Yeah, I guess Vixen kinda has a moment where he's like, I've done a thing, my character has done a thing, finally. But like, if there wasn't, 12 more episodes left, I'd still be happy with this trudging along. But like, what I wanted, or what I thought was going to happen was like, this 10 episodes would deal with Oleg and Rus and the Russians, and the next 10 episodes would deal with Alfred and England and Ivar versus Alfred, because they've been setting that up for ages.
We're just not even bother with English, it's done.
Well, I mean, this season isn't going to wrap up Russia. So next season's going to wrap up Russia. And
yeah, it'll be in like the first couple of episodes that wrap it up.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But I just...
The funeral was a fucking pointless episode, is what you're trying to say.
It reminded me of Return of the King, where Return of the King just keeps on ending and ending and ending and ending, and everything gets ended, and there's another ending, and things ended, and there's another. And Sam and Frodo say goodbye, then we've got the King's coronation, and Aragorn gets seen, and Legolas says goodbye to Gimli, and then on the boats, and the Great Havens, and Elrond, keep them going and going and going. They had the sacrifice, and the Lady of the Contacts, and the thing, and the boat, and the fire.
How can we stretch this out to be a whole episode?
Bjorn rocks up, he's like, if something's dead, they're on the mountain, they come over, they got the arrows, they got the catapult, the thing's on fire, they're pulling it, they're burning it, till the water keeps on going. It's like 40 minutes of a funeral. I don't know, I guess Michael Hurst really thinks that a lot of people really cared about Lagertha's character.
I think it's just like a shining for the whole like SJW thing.
Women!
Yeah.
I like women, I like and respect women. Look how much respect I'm paying.
I'm going to give her more screen time over her funeral than Ragnar Lothbrok, the biggest character of the series, got when he died.
I mean, Ragnar had, like, his ending...
It was perfect.
It had a lot of time spent into it, but it was moving the narrative forward. Like, Ayla was murdering him, and he was dropping him into a pen of snakes, and then, like, the great heathen army approached England and slaughtered Ayla. Like, there was a lot of time and episodes spent in that, but it was story driving the narrative forward, whereas in episode 7, it wasn't plot elements progressing. It was literally just a funeral.
Okay, she's like, what, the last of the old characters to kind of go? I mean, Lola's probably going to make one more appearance,
and
but...
Floki?
Floki got fuck all.
I mean, he's going to come back.
He's going to come back? Why do you think he's going to come back?
Oh mate, Shadow Flatnose looks at Odin and is like, oh, then they have come here, why? And Ubbe's there to like find
That makes
Floki.
you think Floki's going to come back?
I mean, it feels so like...
They're just going to find a skeleton which happens to have this makeup done up on it.
Floki wasn't in one of them.
I know.
I get what you're saying. I don't know, I feel like Floki's gonna come back. Maybe. I don't know.
There's one way you can check. Google the cast and see if it fucking says.
I don't know if they've announced that. I think they're onto that type of shenanigans now. People Googling cast.
Exactly.
So episode 8, there were actually...
Isn't it sad that that's all we can talk about episode 7? Like, nothing happened.
Like...
Mate. Sorry.
I liked... I mean, they've already explored it and kind of gone over it. And we talk a lot about, like, the rituals... The rituals of the Viking culture.
Everything about that ritual felt wrong though. Like if the sacrifice didn't get a throat slit like every other sacrifice to the point in that show. She got randomly stabbed, and then it just felt like they're adding more shit on there, which wasn't like, you know, ritual or I guess it was ritual, but it wasn't like tradition. It was just like, hey, what can we do now? Let's pull a burning boat through a sea of ice while launching arrows and spears at them.
All of that was hot garbage. It made no sense when you like factor in physics
Not the best
of like arrows, fire, ice, and boats. But like the sacrifice of the chick and like the people fucking her and
that all made sense. I just wish they'd slit her throat instead.
yeah, and that was fine. The Angel of Death with the contacts that pulled me out a bit of like, is it magic or are they contact lenses? Are they contact lenses within the context of the show? Or are they contact lenses within the context of
maybe she's really fucking high.
her pupils are so fucking crazily dilated.
Even the whites in her eyes are black.
Wow, that's tripping.
Well, normally all that sort of stuff they have in this show is always like a vision.
But
this wasn't. It was an actual scene.
Yeah, it wasn't quite a vision.
The scene with the seal was cool. Was that even episode 7 or was that episode 8?
That was in episode 7.
Yeah.
But even that, like, once again, it didn't do anything to the narrative.
No, it didn't feel right. The guy was just spieling a bunch of shit. Oh, you know.
I've killed Lagatha, but he also didn't.
He did not. He's guilty, but also innocent. I don't know why he's British, but he is.
Was it Ivar? It was Ivar. And yet, it was not Ivar. Ivar is guilty and innocent at the same time. I need to know.
So, I like the sacrifice elements and the ethereal imagery of Lagatha floating through the ice. If all the other shit hadn't been there, like, I like the imagery. And
it looked, don't get me wrong, it looked good, but it felt too over the top.
At that point in time, you're like so burnt out by everything that's happened. I think if it was just a sacrifice without the 20 minutes of arrows and fires and boats and speeches upon speeches.
The ending was cool, where she laid down next to Ragnar and they kind of just disappeared.
Like, no, I remember Ragnar.
Well, that's what it's like. That's what it was. Even the memory when Bjorn was crying and it showed them, that moment had me all in the feels.
Yeah,
I was like, oh my god, it's Ragnar.
Yeah, so after that, Bjorn, he's just like, he's in a slum, man. Like, nothing's gone his way. He's in a bad place.
Dude, I mean, he just lost his mum and his son just died super heroically. I was like,
I was picking up on your subtle sarcasm. Yeah, so old, I don't even know his name. He wasn't even a character. Bjorn's son.
Oh, his old mate.
He ran out and he died, and now everyone is like, he died heroically, he will be in Valhalla.
I mean, I get Bjorn's sadness about it, you know.
And I get everyone like making up shit and trying to comfort Bjorn. But realistically, when they're saying this shit, I'm like, no, he was just an idiot.
Yeah, but who's going to say that, oh, you know, the dickhead pulled out a fucking sword and ran out in front of a bandit. What do you expect to fucking happen?
It was a silly and pointless death.
If they say that to me,
he's not going to Valhalla. You'll never see him again.
Rotting in the ground, Bjorn.
But when we were watching it, you made a comparison, which was his death was pretty much, hey, look at this cannonball!
Yeah.
Which was pretty much his death.
With the fucking sword. Look like it that I'm fighting! Am I going to Valhalla? No. Rolls him over.
This was a pathetic death.
Lets him die face in the dirt.
Yeah. So yeah, they have this moment where Bjorn is like, my life sucks, and they cut to like a season 2 sequence of when Ragnar and Lagatha were splitting up, and young Bjorn is like, I'm going with Lagatha, which I that was kind of the deciding factor for him to save Vitzerg. I don't really know why, other than him being like family. But the point is, the scene, it was like, oh my god, nostalgia, I remember Vikings. I want to rewatch all of old Vikings.
No, legitimately, that was what I thought was going through my head.
Same with me. I'm like, I want to watch season 1 to 4 of Vikings right now.
I want to watch Ragnar. Yeah. I want to watch
I remember this.
I want to watch Ragnar and Lagatha together.
Ragnar's arc was so amazing.
Ragnar and
complete
Lagatha together were just like chemistry.
And Rollo thrown in there.
Rollo was, oh my god, how he's in love with Lagatha. Oh man.
Come on.
So good.
Are we gonna do Vikings series review when it finishes?
I don't think so. I think we have so much next gen and original series and Doctor Who and films to review that I don't think we're ever going to review old Vikings. But I mean, much like
I'm not talking about reviewing the first season again. I'm talking about once the series is finished, we get together and talk about the series as a whole.
Oh, just an overview of everything.
Yeah, with Jasper, like a podcast sort of discussion about it.
That could be
a lengthy video.
Yeah.
You, me, and Jasper.
Yeah.
Discussing Vikings overall.
I feel like much like the new seasons of Vikings that just can't get over Lagertha or Ragnar, all the past. It's much like our reviews, and even though we've never reviewed season 1 for Vikings, we continually talk about it in every new
sad
review.
Is it that all that was done before we started reviewing it?
We literally started reviewing the first season where Ragnar wasn't in it. And yeah, much like Vikings, which can't go an episode without talking about Ragnar, neither can we.
I mean, we do.
I don't think so! There probably hasn't been one of our Vikings reviews ever. I think there's 25 now, but we haven't said the word Ragnar.
It's Vikings, man.
Mm.
It's fucking Vikings.
Ragnar was Vikings. Tony Soprano was The Sopranos.
Mm. Clearly, fucking Ray was Star Wars.
I mean, I would say Luke Skywalker, but he's only, a third of them? Because he didn't get fuck all in the prequels, and he didn't get fuck all in the sequels.
He had a cameo in the prequels. As a baby.
And his character got a pathetic death in the sequels.
Anyway, we're talking about Vikings.
We're talking about Vikings. So, episode 8, Ubbe finally goes to Iceland with Shuttle Flatnose to find...
That's at the end of the episode. Do we just cut through everything?
I mean, I don't know. What else happened?
We haven't even spoken about King Harold. Fucking hell.
What's happening with King Harold? He's talking to Olaf.
He finally feels like he's exactly who he's supposed to be.
Yeah, that's true. And his character is...
sense of security for once, instead of feeling like he always seemed to feel insecure to me as a character.
Yeah, well, he always was. He was always in the long shadow of Ragnar. He marched in and he sat
for no fucking reason. He's just I want to be king of all Norway. I'm in the shadow of Ragnar. It's who the fuck are you, mate? You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's just the culture. The culture dwells on the archetypical hero of Ragnar Lothbrok. Then he's hey, wait a second, I'm an archetypical hero. Pay me attention. But the culture's kind of nah.
Yeah, I did love.
So he kind of has to get over that cultural icon, which he has,
which is insane. Considering how much that was in the culture.
Yeah.
But I just love the ways they voted for me because they wanted someone who wasn't a legend. You know what I mean? They wanted a man of the people.
Yeah.
Which is 100% true.
I have a mate who went to Norway for underwater fracking. Andrew, do you remember Andrew, Jake's mate?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he has a picture of him with his giant King Harold fucking statue. I'm oh my god, that is the coolest thing.
With an actual King Harold statue.
Yeah, there is a giant statue of King Harold, the first king of Norway, fucking somewhere, and it's all
I want to visit that before I die.
I would love to go to Scandinavia.
We should just in 18 years or whatever.
We should get the fuck out of Kalle Anka and see the world. I was having this discussion the other day with my partner and her friends. I'm I'm sick of living and dying in fucking Kalle Anka. I need to see the world. But then it's just money.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what's in 18 years where we don't have kids. Well, we still have kids, but...
See you later.
We still have kids, but we can go and do this shit together. We'll be older and we'll be...
poor as fuck still.
Maybe. Maybe.
I mean, no. Hopefully we can...
I like to think by then I'll hopefully put some savings aside.
I hope to think by then I have gotten shit together.
Yeah. No, we should do that because I'd love to go to fucking Scandinavia. I'd love to go to Thermopylae.
Yeah.
Fucking Greece. I'd love to see. You know.
That'd be cool.
I want to see that statue of King Harold. Just straight up. That's
cool.
giving me a.
I'll try to cut a photo of it here now if I can. That's kind of Facebook stalking you, Andrew. I apologise, but here's a photo of you in this review. Dude, the guitarist for Karnivool, he was friends with one of my mates on Facebook. I'm like, what the fuck is this actually him? And I like...
The guitarist from Karnivool?
Yeah, suggested like a friend request. And then he approved it, and it's like, it's actually like his Facebook thing. It's fucking weird. It's like photos of him.
Sure, he approved your friend request? You sure your mate didn't just add him as a friend and he's like, eh?
Yeah, no, that's exactly what happened. But like, it's the guitarist from Karnivool's Facebook account with like pictures of him and his kids going to watch Star Wars and shit.
It's super weird that there's like a famous person, because you get the fake Facebook account.
No, it's legit, and it's not like the Karnivool guitarist's Facebook account. It's like his personal account. But like, I seen them at the Triffid, and they were just walking around talking to people. I think I hold Karnivool in a really high artistic regard, but I don't think they're very famous or big or impactful in the music scene whatsoever. You guys all know Karnivool. Mention it down in the comments. Everyone's gonna be like, who the fuck is Karnivool? They're amazing!
Put like a link in the fucking description to an awesome Karnivool.
I should. So yeah, I mean, like stuff's happening with Oleg. He smashed that puppet.
Vitsak's burning scene?
Yeah, okay, that's what I would say.
I know, I'm sorry, nothing all that happened. It's a review of the episode.
No. Let me just check his microphone's on. I'm always praying on his microphone's on. Microphone's on.
Imagine if it wasn't on this whole time.
Well, then we weren't recording audio this whole time. If my head cut out, it's fine. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. This is all in the review still.
Do you even bother editing anymore, Al?
Do I even bother editing anymore? No, all this shit has made editing even more harder. All this madness. There we go. I feel like my head's not getting cut out now. Yeah, okay. So they've done a lot of bait and switches with characters' deaths in Vikings, including Vitsag. Do you remember the fake Vitsag sacrifice scene in the last episode where Ivar was going to sacrifice Vitsag to Odin for some reason?
No. Haven't really watched the last season though, so it's like...
Yeah, okay.
Easy as fuck.
So I mean, they do a lot of bait and switches in Vikings with, hey, we're going to kill this main character, and then they pull out at the last moment.
I actually thought this was what I was going to go through.
I was like, this isn't going to fucking happen. So yeah, they tie him up, and like we talked about fire. I think maybe because we worked in hospitality and cooking and all that, we know how fire works and how fucking hot and crazy fire
I
is.
always just think of that one scene in that Silent Hill movie. You ever watch it? There's like a scene with this chick, they light the fire below her, and like the fire hasn't reached her yet, but she is like starting to like cook from the inside out. Like it is like, it would be what it would be like, because like, it's hotter above the flame.
Hold your hand there.
It's fucking ridiculous. Can you imagine a whole thing underneath you?
Dude!
Fucking like, you can touch the flame, see?
Yeah.
But then you hold, if you touch, that's fucking way hotter.
Above it, yeah. Yeah, like...
I love the way we just have fire there to test this with.
That is kind of interesting. We just have fire burning away.
It's like people like, they're so cool because they do that, but it's nowhere near as hot as up here.
The heat is above the flame. So yeah, you look at the size of the flames and the pyre that's burning or whatever it's like he'd be fucking skin melting off his bones.
He would at least be sweating profusely and being like, this is extremely uncomfortable. Like, you know? At least.
He would be burning.
He'd be screaming. Dead.
His body would hopefully go into panic and he'd die. Well, okay, so Bjorn nods to Ubbe, and Ubbe throws an axe to save
Which means it was clearly pre-organised.
Yeah, so what was the point of it? It was a spectacle for the audience?
Well, okay, so what I think is that Vitsag wanted to die, and he suggested the fire because that was how his like girlfriend or whatever the fuck she was died, so he felt like it felt right. And then Bjorn wanted to make him feel like he's finally getting to escape and transcending to Valhalla, and then takes it away from him.
I guess, but this is all stuff we're like trying to explain after the fact.
And it's also stupid as fuck because there's like nothing, apart from me just trying to figure out in my head what's happened, there's nothing to explain that's exactly what he did, apart from saying, I don't want you to go to Valhalla. But as I pointed out when we were watching it once again, in the first season of Vikings, there's that scene where they cut off the heads of old mate, Earl, whatever his name was.
Yeah, Siggy's first husband.
And puts his boys' heads in their asses, which means they can never go to Valhalla.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be so much easier than that?
Yeah, exactly. If he really wanted to disgrace Vitsag and not allow him to transcend into...
What about the treasure? That's been long forgotten. Burying it and shit?
Actually, well, talking about the funeral sequence with Lagertha, they go to the effort of showing these severed horse heads and the slave girl and a comb and something else. And I'm pretty sure that that is an actual Viking grave that they uncovered. It wasn't fucking melted into the ice and shit. It was like buried in the ground. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they actually went to the effort of matching the objects that Lagertha was buried with an actual woman of significance that they uncovered. So that was kind of...
So I think that was actually how Lagertha's thing went.
I don't think it was Lagertha, but I think they discovered a grave of a woman of power and significance, a shield maiden, I guess, with the slave and the same horses' heads.
And the boat?
Yeah, the boat. They buried her in a boat. Because that's what they used to do. They didn't like send them off to sea, or they didn't burn the boat. They would just bury them in the ground, like us. Either in a boat, or they'd get stones and make the shape of a boat. So that they kind of went to the time and effort of doing, like, hey, here's the comb, here's the sword, here's the other thing. But yeah, like the treasure and taking that to Valhalla. There's a lot of like Vikings rituals and traditions that the early seasons went over, and I think the writer got to the point of like, I can't keep on going over this. So now they don't do that anymore, so it's not really interesting. It was amazing, like you're learning about Vikings culture. I'm not really learning about Vikings culture anymore.
It was kind of like, yeah, you've learned about the Vikings culture, now here's the story.
Yeah, like, I understand, it'd get repetitive. They kept on being like, hey, this is what they do. And like, we know, we've seen it 8 times. Maybe. It's
with Floki though, also he was kind of very much into it, without him being here, like, talking about that sort of shit. It's like that element's missing.
Oh man. Do you remember Floki?
I remember Floki.
Do you remember Ragnar?
I remember Ragnar.
Do you remember Rollo?
Yeah. Oh.
Remember Athelstan?
Athelstan. I fucking loved Athelstan.
Athelstan and Ragnar's relationship.
That was like the pinnacle of Vikings in my opinion. Their scenes together.
Should we just be reviewing old Vikings? We don't have the time or effort to review old Vikings.
We can squeeze. How about we like squeeze like 1 or 2 episodes in a year?
I think that's possible.
We got like 16 years left of next gen.
Possibly 20.
Possibly 20 if we start squeezing Vikings. Plus, you know, sooner or later, we're not going to wait 16 years before we start reviewing Voyager or Deep Space Nine, surely.
No, there's going to be a few episodes here and there. We're not going to review it linearly like next gen, but I want to do like the first episode of what we're going to be doing. Lace and Profit with young Timmy.
He's so excited for that.
Mm. He's not watching this. He doesn't watch Vikings. That's fair enough.
No, 100%. I mean, I might link it to him anyway because we're drunk.
Hey Tim, in this review we're drunk.
Well, I think we say funny shit when we're drunk.
I haven't edited our Data Law review yet, but I'm pretty sure we're pretty fucking drunk, from what I've seen. There are moments where I'm clicking through it and I'm like, I'm fucking drunk.
You were drinking before I got here though.
And then we did a review before that, and then we reviewed next gen.
What did we review before that?
Vikings, I guess.
Oh, we did too, that's right, yeah.
So, I don't know, do you want to talk about Vikings anymore, or you just want to talk about life?
Not really, I just kind of want to talk about life. That's literally, okay, nothing fucking happened. I was trying to stretch it out because this episode, like we're reviewing 2 episodes and nothing happened.
This episode was reviewing 2 episodes. It's like, our funeral happened and then Bjorn was sad.
Nothing particularly happened. It was, yeah. We're going to talk about,
Nah! I mean, we could. I don't know what you're going to say.
The Obi-Wan delay?
That sounds familiar, but what the fuck are you talking about?
I sent you the link this morning and you commented on it.
The Obi-Wan delay?
Obi-Wan, the series.
Oh! Alright, let's wrap up Vikings and then you want to do a separate Star Wars review?
Yeah, might as well.
Alright guys, thank you for watching. Really happy if you guys will like, subscribe in the comments. We've got all the facts on how we don't even talk about Vikings in the show anymore, which is fair enough because Vikings really isn't doing anything.
Nothing really happening in the show, we're going to go, we can do Star Wars for everyone.
I'll make it a separate video.